Hello, this is KeefCooks. I'm Keef, and today I'm going to show you how to make delicious traditional British beef stew with dumplings. So I've been meaning to do a video of this recipe for a long time because it is a British classic, but never got round to it during the winter, and so I thought that was it until next winter. However, it is nearly the end of March, it's blowing a gale, it's freezing, so what I want is a nice, heartwarming, beefy stew, and it's very easy to make, just takes a bit of time. Here's our ingredients for our wonderful stew. A bit less than a kilo of stewing beef. This is shoulder of beef. Cut into big chunks, most of the fat removed. A couple of onions, medium size, or a big one, and about half a litre of beef stock, pinch of salt, teaspoon of ground black pepper, teaspoon of dried parsley, and 2 bay leaves, and these couple of carrots. I'm never quite sure what this actually is. It's either a swede or a turnip. Anyway, I've got a heavy bottom frying pan with some vegetable oil in it, coming up to hot, and I'm going to throw in the onions, and we want these to cook until they're kind of transparent. Meanwhile, I'll add the stock to this big saucepan, and the salt and pepper and bay leaves and parsley. While the onions are cooking, I'm just going to coat the beef in flour. The reason for doing this is that it will help the sauce thicken up. Okay, onions are ready, so we'll put those in the liquid. Put some more oil in this pan and turn the heat up to max, because now we want to kind of sear the beef. And there we go. You don't want to crowd the pan, so it's best to do it in 2 or 3 batches, depending how much meat you have and how big your pan is. So we'll just keep this moving and get these bits of meat browned all over, and then they go in the liquid too. Okay, first batch of beef is done. So you can see it. Just pop that in there. Try and scrape off this residue, because that's real tasty. And now we'll pop some more oil in, ready, and get that hot, ready for the next batch. Right, that's all the beef done. Got quite a lot of, well, essentially burnt flour and flavour of meat. So I'm going to deglaze the pan by adding slightly special liquid, some brandy. You could use red wine, you could use water, whatever you want, but you don't want to waste this stuff because it's full of flavour. Now this is bubbling away, and what I'm going to do is partly cover it and let it simmer for 2 hours, and then we'll put the vegetables in. And I'm going to check it every now and again just to make sure nothing's sticking, and if it's drying out too quickly, to add more water. So the meat's been bubbling away for a couple of hours and it's smelling fantastic. And now we plop the vegetables in for the final hour. You don't want to put them in too soon because they'll disintegrate, and also you don't want too many vegetables because the clue's in the name. It's meant to be beef, not beef and vegetable and stuff like that. There we go, we'll let that continue on, and then I'll show you how to make the dumplings. Right, ingredients for the dumplings. 100 grams of plain all-purpose flour, 50 grams of shredded suet. This is actually fresh suet, but you can use the stuff out of the box if you have to. Pinch of salt, teaspoon of baking powder, and some fresh chives, and just enough water to mix it all together. So we mix all the dry ingredients together. Give them a good stir, get everything well blended, and then just add water a bit at a time until you've added enough, and you can tell when that's happened because you'll have a thick, gooey, paste-like consistency. It shouldn't be runny at all. Right, here's our delicious stew. Now at this point you could just place your dumplings in here and put it back on the heat to simmer with a lid on for about 25 minutes. But I like my dumplings to have a crispy top, so I'm going to finish them off in the oven. Okay, to make the dumplings, got a couple of spoons, and just take a spoonful. We should get 6 dumplings out of this, and just float it on top of the stew. Try to keep a lot of space between them because they expand quite a lot. Okay, last one, little tiny one. Now what you can do is just coat the tops with a little bit of the gravy, and that will help them to crisp up. So I've got the oven preheating to about 200 degrees. I'm going to put this in uncovered for 25 minutes. Here we are, our bubbling stew with golden crispy dumplings on top. Fantastic. Oh yeah. And the weather hasn't improved, so I'm going to enjoy this. Time for a little taste. Our meat is falling apart and delicious. Try a bit of dumpling. Fantastic. Stew.